So with Dante today, how you doing, brother?
I do some.
All good, bro. All good. So in Madrid, obviously for the event, so thought I'd catch up with Dante. Me and Dante started working together back in October. So it's been a pretty sick journey so far. But last week in particular, I mean, how much commission did you make last week?
Yeah, 2.4k came in.
Unreal. 2.4k in a week. And Dante's still at uni mind, which is pretty sick to see. So we're going to talk whole journey today, where you started, how you got to this position. So before we get going, do you want to just introduce yourself, names or where you're from, and then talk a bit about what you're doing still at uni, and then we can dive into it, bro.
Yeah, so I'm Dante from Essex and currently going to the University of Surrey, studying economics and maths, but I really got into high ticket sales just in my spare time, looking into what I can do alongside university, and ended up reaching out to Ben, October?
Yeah, well, we were chatting a little bit before.
Yeah, we're chatting.
You knew, Dante knows one of my sort of mates from Bristol as well.
Yeah, true.
Which is sort of how we got connected. And then, yeah, we started, mid-October?
Yeah,
Is when
mid-October
went
we got started, joined the community, and yeah, since then, the progress has just been amazing.
Yeah, bro, it's sick to see. So obviously most people at uni, right, they go, it's like a 3-year piss up for most people, and then they sort of just fall into a job after. So what actually made you want to go, you know what, I want to try and learn something else whilst I'm studying, instead of just going, oh, I'll just do it after, or oh, I'm just going to focus on uni?
It was all about opportunity cost. Like, the main reason I went to university, of course, to get the degree, but at the same time, play rugby, be with my mates. And at some point, I feel like everyone does realize, especially when it gets to second year, you just ask yourself, what are you doing with the time you have? So that's when I started looking properly into high ticket sales. I knew about it beforehand. I told you about the story.
Yeah.
When I went to go see my friend. But I started taking it more seriously into second year and decided to go on a placement year, so essentially a gap year, to really go into sales and just get the most out of it as I can.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing, like, you've literally been working a full-time 9-to-5 corporate job pretty much since September. And you've been out in Dubai as well, which is pretty crazy. I mean, you can talk more about it. Like, bro, the job is just mental. I mean, talk about the hours, how much you're getting paid for it, like, and then alongside that, also learning sales. Like, yeah, just run through that, because it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I started September 2025. Going into it, everyone knows Dubai. Everyone thinks it's going to be a nice experience. It's going to be a lavish lifestyle. But I think as soon as I landed and spoke to my bosses, I knew it was going to be quite the opposite. Had to negotiate my wages, getting paid less than £800 a month. That's if they choose to pay me sometimes. And it was just a rough experience, you know. Staying in a hostel for a bit, sorting everything out by myself in a whole new country as well. They couldn't care less about my well-being. So that's when I truly understood that, look, work isn't really gonna serve me. I'm gonna have to find a way to really serve myself and make the most of my time. And that's when I actually did decide to fully commit.
I know, it's crazy, like, it's mad, like, it's a big company, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it like they've got like offices in London and stuff, don't
London, New York, Canada, Dubai.
Yeah, it's a massive multinational company, and they're paying you £800 a month to work for them, which is, bro, that's like criminal.
That's honestly, that's way below minimum wage.
Crazy. Right? They don't sort your economy. You're staying in a hostel whilst you're doing your year in industry. Like, it's mental. Like, I remember, just for context, Dante sent me a photo. I'll put it on the screen because I've still got it, of his hostel that he was staying in. Bearing in mind, he's working a full-time job and learning sales on top. You know, people give me excuses all the time, like, oh, I don't have the time to do this, bro. You didn't make any excuses. Like, you fucking grafted away whilst living in a hostel, getting paid fuck all, and doing a 9-to-5 job, and you still managed to make it work on top. Like, fair fucking play to you. Like, you're definitely one of the hardest workers I've fucking seen out of everyone. But bro, now you're sort of out the other side. I mean, what's it like now, being, obviously with seeing all the boys as well, being in Madrid, kind of living that lifestyle? Like, how have you found the last few days?
Yeah, last few days has been amazing. The weather hasn't been the greatest, but at the same time, it's more about the company. And I've met the boys before at the Bristol dinner.
Yeah.
But seeing everyone here, you know, really enjoying life in a whole different country, that's the stuff you don't really think about until it happens. It still feels a bit surreal having this conversation here.
Yeah,
just from seeing you on Instagram, you know, all the way now, we're having this conversation. Like, it's crazy. We're here in person, talking about ourselves, talking about the stuff we love, having the half marathon
on
Sunday. It's just crazy to think about how quickly your life can actually change once you choose to dedicate your time to something you care about.
It's true, bro. Like October really isn't that long ago. What was that, like 5 months ago?
Yeah, 5 months ago.
4 or 5 months ago, and we've already, like, things have changed so fucking much for you in that such a short period of time. It's like, you're willing to just lock in for that amount of time to then sort of get out the other side. I think that's the main thing. And what was it you're studying again?
Economics and maths.
Yeah, bro, that's like a pretty good degree. Like, what most people probably would go into finance, I'm guessing, go into like corporate finance in London.
Typical finance, bro.
Like, but why? Most of the people who do your degree will probably do that. Why did you kind of think, actually, I don't want to do that?
It's so funny because it was kind of a straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I had an assessment center with UBS. Then a week later, I heard back and I was told I wouldn't be having a summer internship. And that really put things into perspective. I put so much time into applications, so much time to actually learning everything for the assessment center, and nothing came of it. And it really made me understand, like, I do need to put my time into something that's actually going to serve me. And that's what actually forced me to look for something else. That happened to be sales.
100%. It is crazy though, because you would have put all of that time just to, like, for the summer internship, which, I mean, you may have got paid, probably wouldn't have got paid anything, bro, for a summer internship. And I was chatting to George about this earlier, and Ollie, if you put the same dedication to grad job applications as you would to, like, landing a sales role and learning sales, you make more money, you work a better job, you work for cooler companies, and you can do it from wherever in the world, and you don't even need a degree.
Literally.
Which is crazy. But since the start, obviously, you started mid-October, you kind of had dabbled a little bit in the space beforehand,
yeah.
But how have you found kind of learning sales with myself and the group, and then sort of growing over the past 4 or 5 months? How have you found that journey?
I feel like even when we had our first initial calls, the most important thing to me was the actual community aspects of it. I wanted to go into a group where I didn't feel like just a cog in the wheel. I didn't feel like I was just one out of 100 people that I need to speak to my mentor about, and never had that full attention. But as soon as we got started, like, things were very hands-on. The whole process, learning everything about closing from the top to the bottom, how the school community set out, it's very easy to fully dedicate it once, like, because there's a proper framework in place. It's actually easy to follow and easy to get invested if you actually want to go into it. And you make it easy as a mentor. The other lads in the community is doing role plays and whatnot. Like, everything just clicks together. It's not for everyone at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely, bro. 100%. And what, obviously, the first couple months were a graft, were a grind. What, if you could kind of go back now, what do you think? Is there anything you would have done differently? Like, what would you have said to yourself when you were going through that first, like, month, maybe 2 months, where it was not a lot of results, but a lot of work being put in?
I feel like going into it, I already knew it was going to take time to see the results I wanted. There's a quote that goes, anything that comes easy isn't worth keeping anyways.
Yeah.
So I knew if this was going to be a long-term sustainable thing, I genuinely need to put a lot of time in it before I see any results. I never thought March I'll be seeing results in the first place. I thought I'll still be grafting, which I'm just glad that right now I have the opportunity to do so. But if I was to go back and change something, probably just get started earlier when I first reached out in August.
Yeah, bro. You should have. You'd probably be fucking hitting 10K by now. But bro, now on track though. You're not far off it.
Yeah.
So, and from now then, like, what's the goals now? Obviously, 2.5K a week. Yeah, like what's the next milestone you want to hit?
Yeah, I'd want to be in a position where I can consistently bring in that 5K, then from there aim for the 10K a month. Let's say by September. You know, when we had that call in December where everyone was telling their goals?
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was always getting that 10K before making a decision about going back to university.
Yeah, that's the big decision.
That's the biggest milestone.
100%. If we can get you dropped out, that'll be another one. That'll be another one of the dropouts added to the list. And we were chatting yesterday about, like, your family as well. Obviously, your mum was quite skeptical about you doing this. And your family, I don't even know if you really told them. But, like, what were they like at the start? And now, I know you had a conversation with them recently as well. Like, tell me about that. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, so my mom wasn't the biggest fan when it comes to making money online, right? She thinks it's woo-woo. She doesn't really believe in that stuff. But she does also understand the opportunities social media and the online space brings now. So she was hesitant at first, like any client you may speak to on a sales call. But I think she just saw the dedication I was actually putting into it. I was spending hours, and when I say hours, like as soon as I finished work, I'll be sleeping in the office sometimes, really trying to get objection handling nailed down. I'll walk back to the hostel, going through the framework, closing my eyes and trying to read off the script as if, I was having a proper call. Like, she just understood and respected the process I was putting into it. And the other day, she actually hopped onto one of my sales calls. Not on the
Close the client for you.
Oh man, not on the meet, but she was just listening in on WhatsApp. And after the call, she just said like she has a tremendous amount of respect for me actually choosing to do this, knowing that I never had full backing from her. It's not that she wanted to see me lose, it's just something she doesn't understand. And that's so fair, but I think she's just seeing through my hard work that it's actually starting to pay off.
100%. That's the thing, no one really understands it. And I always say to people, like, your parents they want the best for you, but oftentimes if they don't understand it, they think that it's not going to work, so they don't encourage you to do it. Because they think, oh, I don't want to see you put all this time into something that's not going to get you results. But then when you start making the money, when that money hits your account, and you can then just turn around to your mum and just be like, yeah, mum, I made like 2.5K last week. It's undeniable at that point. You can't, they're going to be proud of you at that point. They're not going to fucking tell you not to do it when you're printing money and you're happy as well. So it's just one of those things. But if someone was maybe in a similar position to you, maybe they're doing a similar degree, or they've finished and they're in London working, or maybe they're at uni and they're thinking the same, like, fuck, I've got all this time, like, I want to do something different. Like, what would your advice to them be, would you say?
I feel like you have to go for it. I feel like I'm the biggest case study to show that against all odds you can still make things work on your end. Any excuses you may have or any limiting beliefs you may have, you need to sort out internally. But at the same time, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Like, if you want things to be different and you're not happy with your situation, the only other alternative you have is to try something else. If that doesn't work, you go back to the same thing you're living with every day.
Exactly, bro. You gotta make that change. Like I was saying, I spoke with a guy back in summer of last year. He messaged me the other day being like, oh yeah, I'm still kind of interested. I just don't want to drop the amount of money to join.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, the amount of people who have come since him, like you, Zaid, like so many of the boys who are now doing so well, the only difference is you just started sooner, you just took that step, you just went into the unknown. Whereas if you just do nothing, you just stay in the same job and you don't actually change anything, your life will not change. And I just think people need to come to that conclusion themselves, but they don't realize it. People talk about it all the time. They think that they're making changes, but you're not. Unless you're actually taking real action towards your goals, you're not changing anything. And people don't realize that.
And there's nothing different between us and them.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest difference is we just made that change. We actually decided to take action. We're not special. We're not really gifted compared to the average person.
Bro, we're not. Bro, we're fucking on the beers the other night. Like, we're just
DJs.
DJs with some money now. But that is it. And you're 21 now, right? 20, bro. You're 20, which is fucking mental. Like, making 2.5K in a single week. That's what a lot of grad jobs pay that per month.
Literally.
Which is crazy, bro. Like, how does that feel as well? That must be pretty sick.
It feels surreal. I feel like at the end of the month, once the comps come in, then I'll actually fully understand it.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just like, I am kind of detached from the process because I haven't seen the comps come in. Yeah. But once they do, maybe I'll get big-headed. I don't know. Maybe.
Right, it'll be a sick feeling. But no, it's good. You want to stay detached. Yeah. But even then, like, I think another thing to talk about is that first call we had where you were pretty skeptical, you were pretty on edge. Like, I was objection handling Dante for a while.
Yeah.
You were pretty on edge. You had reservations, so must have been a pretty big decision to then go for it. But looking back now, you must be pretty happy that you did.
100%. In the moment, like, there's so much you are thinking about on that call. There's actually a lot of pressure. I sympathize with clients I speak to because there's a lot of pressure to make that change on a call because you're so conflicted, you know. Are you going to go against the grain, what you've been doing for, in my case, 20 years leading to that call? Am I going to go against everything I stand for and really make this jump? This is a scary thing to do. Objection handled me for 30 minutes. Couldn't close you on the first call.
Yeah, fucking didn't close them for fuck's sake. Tough prospect, but we got you there eventually.
Yeah, shit prospect, yeah.
Follow-up game was on point there.
Nah, literally. Came back the week later.
Yeah.
And then got started.
And went for it, bro, which I respect. But yeah, that's the thing. It's always going to be scary. It's always going to be tough. No one likes investing in themselves. No one likes seeing that money leave their account, but you've got to do it. Every big step I've ever made has come from like putting my back against the wall and just being forced to make it work.
Yeah, at the same time, I think I truly made that jump once I went to the hostel.
Yeah.
Like looking at my current situation, you can't really run away from that. I wish I could paint a proper picture of how it was. The first day I turned up there, I'm in some dark place, dark building, go up to the 4th floor, there are rats around the area. Such a grim place, and I just had to sit down in my hostel, just close my eyes and really think about, like, why am I actually here? Take full accountability on me being here because decisions I made till that point led me there and making right decisions. And I think I messaged you the day after.
Yeah, we went for it. Bro, it's been a sick journey since then. Obviously now seeing some really good results. But yeah, kudos to you, mate. Like, fucking hard situation you were in, but you fucking pushed. You worked extremely hard. Now you're out of Dubai now, back in the UK. Do you want to travel? Like, what are the other plans in terms of lifestyle? Are you going to drop out of uni? You better fucking drop out of uni.
Look, we still don't know yet. I can't make a decision right now.
This guy's a pussy, man.
You're going to try objecting handling for 30 minutes again.
Bro made 2.5K last week and he still wants to do the final year of uni. He's like, sounds like George Rowan.
Nah, to be fair, he's very locked in. Very locked in.
Yeah, bro. But nah, it's been a fucking sick journey. It's sick to see you smashing it. So for anyone who might be on the fence, like maybe they've seen some of the content, maybe they're listening to this and thinking, yeah, I really resonate with what Ben and Dante are saying. What would you tell them?
You just have to make that jump, honestly. I can't stress enough, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you look at your life situation now and you're truly happy with where you're at, then cool, you're fine. But if there's something that doesn't sit right with you, you do have to ask yourself those questions and make a change.
100%, bro. Been a pleasure.